Hallo, willkommen zurück bei Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. So, ich versuche jetzt nochmal das eine da mit dieser Frau. Wir mal schauen, ob es jetzt geht. So, wo muss ich nochmal hin? Stimmt, da vorne. Aber ich muss wieder das herbringen. So. Wenn es jetzt wieder nicht geht, dann kann er mich mal.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't know about that, but people here should know more.
Komisch. Geht nicht. Vielleicht der.
Are you able to help me?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
Mein Gott. Der vielleicht.
Are you able to help me?
I am too tired for your questions.
Everyone's looking at us.
Ich frage einfach warum.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Ist mir wurscht.
Could you help me?
I'm afraid my mind has gone blank.
Mein Gott.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm afraid my mind has gone blank.
You obviously haven't thought this all through. Or are you just annoying these people on purpose?
Können wir alle nichts sagen? Was ist das?
Could you help me?
You have a nerve to talk to me. Get back to work.
Nee. Da will keiner reden. Aber komisch ist das. Ah ne, das ist er. Die vielleicht.
Are you able to help me?
I don't know about that, but people here should know more.
Warum?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I would help if I knew more, but perhaps others will be more helpful.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
Ja, wen denn noch? Es gibt keinen mehr hier.
Could you help me?
Oh, I've heard talk.
Aha, jetzt. Johns Zeichnung einer Schwangeren. Die Narben auf dem Gesicht der Frau scheinen ihren Ursprung am Stammesvolk der Ewe zu haben. Auf Cordona kann man Ewe nur im Flüchtlingslager unter der Victoria-Brücke zwischen Scaladio und Silverton finden. Na endlich. So. Okay. Warte mal. Unter der Victoria-Brücke zwischen Scaladio und Silverton. Okay. Victoria-Brücke. Da. Okay, da gehen wir hin. So, wo ist die Brücke? Hier. Also irgendwo unten. Komme ich da runter? Da, oder? Nee. Hier lang. Jawohl. Hier geht's lang. Hä? Nee. Geht's da nicht runter? Warte mal. Unter der Brücke. Ich glaube auf der anderen Seite drüben. Ah, warte mal, hier. Ja, da geht's runter.
Beasts!
Oh, hier. Flüchtlingslager. Okay.
Murderers!
They're completely livid.
First they come to our land, then they murder our people.
Drop them all into the sea!
Sir, this place is off limits to the public. Please state your business or leave, or I shall request that the police escort you out.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm a private investigator. I'm looking for a witness for a case.
A private investigator? Really? Even so, you're not authorized. I can't let you in.
And you are?
I'm Ronald Harlow, here to handle the refugee situation on behalf of City Hall. I'm the acting supervisor here, so I have full authority here to ask you to leave, or I shall order the police to detain you for trying to pass the blockade. Please, step back.
Ja, toll. Lass mal beobachten. Ist blass und hat Augenrinne, arbeitet in geschlossenem Raum. Übertrieben seriöse Kleidung, versucht autoritär zu wirken. Feuchte Hände, schwitzt und ist angespannt. Saubere Schuhe, arbeitet meistens im Sitzen. Flaumiger Schnurrbart, versucht älter auszusehen. Erschöpfter Bürohengst. So, Ronald Harlow ist ein frustrierter junger Beamter, der die Nase voll von seiner Arbeit hat. Er hat im Auftrag der Stadtverwaltung die Aufsicht über das Flüchtlingslager erhalten, doch er ist zu erschöpft und zu desinteressiert, um die herrschenden Probleme lösen zu können. Er trägt einen flaumigen Schnurrbart und glaubt, dieser würde ihn älter wirken lassen, als er ist. Seine blasse Haut und dunklen Augenringe lassen vermuten, dass er viel in einem dunklen Büro arbeitet. Seine sauberen und kaum zerschlissenen Schuhe stützen diese Vermutung. Er scheint viel im Sitzen zu arbeiten und sich wenig draußen zu bewegen. Allerdings wirkt er von der Arbeit im Freien auch nicht sonderlich angetan. Seine schwitzenden Handflächen zeigen, dass er unter Stress steht. Angesichts der aktuellen Wetters auf Cordona hätte er vielleicht leichtere Kleidung tragen sollen.
The people in the crowd are shouting about a murder in the camp. Are you trying to hide it?
It's mere assumption. I assure you that the situation is under the police's control.
If it was under control, if there was no dead body, you wouldn't be as nervous as you are. You would be sitting in your cozy dark corner of a city hall room doing nothing as usual. Yet, you're here, trying to deal with a series of problems you never asked for.
These insults are inappropriate. You don't know what I'm doing for this camp. Even though the rest of City Hall doesn't give a bloody squat about the refugees. Maybe I didn't want to be assigned to this camp. But I'm trying to do my best for these people. If not for my work, they might not have any shelter or food even.
I apologize, Mr. Harlow. Perhaps I was prejudiced towards you, but in any case, I'm sure that you would still want this to be over as quickly as possible. The current reality is that neither you nor the police are managing things well here. You are unable to calm the crowd. You have simply never handled a situation like this before.
What are you driving at, Mr. Holmes?
Ich muss meine Zeugin finden.
I'm looking for a young refugee woman. She must be inside the camp. She's with child or was with child recently. Help me find her, and I'll help you deduce what really happened here.
You may indeed be quite a perceptive fellow, but I still don't see how you can help me here.
Just tell the police I'm with City Hall and I'm permitted to investigate the scene. I'll work out the rest. Trust me. But first, you'll find my witness.
Look, there is indeed a dead body inside the camp. So even if the girl you are looking for is there, all the refugees are now being detained and interrogated by the police. They won't allow you to speak with her, and I can't do anything about that until the situation settles down.
So it's in our mutual interest to settle it.
Oh. I suppose that things are bad enough that I ought not shy away from help. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell the police to allow you to come inside. Just tell me when you're ready.
Woher kommen die Flüchtlinge?
Mr. Harlow, how did the refugees end up here exactly?
Oh, so you're not from around here yourself?
I've been away for some time, but I read the papers.
Yes, this whole story has been in the papers for almost a year now. They were smuggled to Cordona on a ship from Africa.
Smuggled? Then why didn't you deport them?
The smugglers managed to sneak them to shore and hide them inside an abandoned warehouse. When the police raided the warehouse and found the refugees there, the ship was already gone. We aren't even certain as to which ship it was. We have busy shipping routes with other colonies these days, you see.
So you decided to lock them up under a bridge?
There was no other option. We're still trying to work out what to do with them. I only hope we'll find a humane solution and not put them on a raft and float them out to sea.
Ihre Arbeit für das Flüchtlingslager.
Mr. Harlow, what exactly do you do here? What are your responsibilities?
What I do and what I am responsible for are two different realities, Mr. Holmes. On paper, I am in charge of the camp territory, security, provision, and the refugees in general. What I actually do most of the time is knock on every city hall door trying to obtain some funding, or at least rations for the camp.
Are the police here on City Hall's behalf too?
They are, minus those who came here after the body was found. The governor won't let the refugees disperse into the island, so there's a significant police presence guarding the camp. Naturally, they answer directly to the police. I have some influence here, but I'm not their direct authority.
Ich will jetzt ins Lager.
I'm ready to take a look at the scene.
All right. Go inside the camp and find Inspector Tewksbury. He's the officer investigating the scene. Tell him I sent you. Say you're an independent expert from City Hall. He'll fill in the details for you.
I'll find my way with words. Thank you, Mr. Harlow.
So they keep these refugees under a bridge like proverbial trolls.
Das sind Hühner.
No wonder the people outside are so disturbed.
Who the hell are you? How did you get in here?
Mr. Ronald Harlow let me in, sir. I'm Sherlock Holmes, a surveyor of refugee affairs with City Hall. You're Inspector Tewksbury, I presume?
A surveyor? What does that even mean?
In short, I've been sent to conduct an extensive report on the incident for the Colonial Office and to assess all the damage inflicted on state property.
Got it. Another paperworm sent to count money and get food for archive mold. Go on, look around, but don't make yourself too at home. As if I didn't have enough problems before you appeared.
Could you first tell me what happened here?
What happened? People from the bridge above the camp heard a woman screaming and saw a mass of refugees attacking a man. Clearly not a refugee. When the camp guards came by, the man was floating in the sewage canal with a knife in his chest. Bam. A murder. Big news for Cordona.
I'm sure. Thank you, Inspector.
Gibt es sonst noch Opfer?
And none of the refugees were harmed?
One fellow was cut. He's lying over there near their kitchen. He's in a bad way.
You mentioned a woman screaming who attracted the bypassers on the bridge. Was she harmed?
No, she's all right, but perhaps the whole debacle started because of her. She started wailing and the refugees stood up for the girl.
And where is this young woman now?
Back there in the shacks, same as the rest of the refugees. She's been questioned by my men, but she's just some refugee girl. Can't understand much English.
Wer ist der Tote?
Did you learn anything about the dead man?
The fellow looks like a thug. I've had dozens like him fished out of the sea over the past 20 years. Ever since these refugees arrived, there have been people on Cordona with bad blood in them. My best bet is that this thug had something against them too.
And no clue as to his identity?
He had some items on his body, but nothing to indicate who he was or where he was from.
I think I should catalogue his possessions in my records.
Go on. They're on the table near the body.
Gibt es Verdächtige?
Do you have any suspects yet?
You're joking, right? I've got a whole camp full of suspects. And if you ask me, this bloke had it coming. Better bury him and forget about the whole thing. And now there's a crowd gathered at the camp, and my superiors say we must thoroughly interrogate the refugees. At least those who can understand any English.
Do you believe that your superiors wish to get rid of the refugees?
I think that both our superiors would rather keep the story quiet. Since that's an unaffordable luxury now, they're looking how to protect their public image. That's why I have to waste my time waiting for my people to turn every stone and befriend every refugee.
So, dann gucken wir mal. Okay, das haben wir. Tatort. Okay.
Here we go again. Number of hours on Cordona before stumbling upon another dead body? 0.
So, dann gucken wir mal. Was haben wir hier? Schmutz unter den Fingernägeln, Kohlenstaub.
Coal dust under the nails. I don't see much coal around here.
Aha.
A steel dirk. Sharp. A common accessory among sailors and soldiers. I'd say the blade penetrated upward, however the wound is too messy to be certain. An interesting tattoo. Does it mean something?
Was noch?
Heavy boots, with one sole far more worn than the other. This man was limping, John. A violent death. But this man, limping. Coal dust. I think we're onto something here, John.
So, gucken wir mal weiter. Haben wir hier
If they
irgendwas?
find out about the passage, everything will go to hell.
Aha. Herauszufinden, welche Funktion der Durchgang hat. Wichtigtuerischer Beamter. Flüchtlinge rausbringen. Nicht. Nein. Geld. Abriegelung des Lagers. Was geht im Flüchtlingslager vor sich? Einige Polizisten befürchten, dass das Lager aufgrund der Angelegenheit mit der Leiche vollständig abgeriegelt wird, wodurch sie mit ihren illegalen Aktivitäten kein Geld mehr verdienen würden.
Nobody will know anything if you keep your bloody mouth shut.
The coppers smell fishy here, Sherry. Perhaps, Sherry, just look at this. Living quarters in a sewer. What kind of a genius bureaucrat came up with this idea?
Nicht anschauen? Ne. Gucken wir weiter. Gehen wir mal da hoch. So, hier haben wir auch wieder was.
Malpal, soaked with salt water. £1,000. A fair sum, especially considering British currency isn't very common in Cordona. A simple leather sheath. Perfect for a dirk.
Okay. Das war Nummer 2. Oh, das war's. Furche im Sand.
A furrow in the ground.
Hat leicht geblutet, konnte sich
A blood
weiter
trail leading
fortbewegen.
to or from the canal. Clearly a left handprint here.
Okay. Ah, das aus. Okay. Blut.
Someone bled profusely here.
Stark geblutet.
A fresh crack, as if the crate was hit recently.
Okay. Hier ist die Nummer 8. Kann man die hier anschauen? Huch. Oh Gott. Hilfe. Die Nummer 5.
Oh, carnelian agate beads, a traditional African adornment.
Jetzt hier auch noch was.
No hint of blood or impact. It might have been used as an improvised weapon.
Shit.
The blood sprayed off the blade after the strike.
Okay. Gottes Willen.
The cut is deep, potentially serious if not treated immediately.
Was noch?
He is in shock, feverish and dehydrated.
Sherry, you know first aid. Surely you have a duty to help this man. You can't leave him to certain death.
Ja, toll. Was soll ich jetzt noch machen?
Someone was dragged against their will.
The refugees have been detained and will not leave until all the circumstances are clarified.
Mhm. Was machen wir da jetzt? Kann ich mal gucken vielleicht. Ja, jetzt kann ich dahin, okay. Gut. Schauen wir mal. Größe 9 Polizeistiefel.
Police boots. Always happy to trample in.
Größe 10
A man's footprint.
Barfußabdruck. Größe 9,5
A
beschädigte
heavy
Sohle.
boot with a worn-out sole. You know what? I'd like to understand.
What?
How did our dead man end up inside the camp in the first place?
Okay. Wie kann ich den jetzt verarzten? Keine Ahnung, wie man das macht. Vielleicht doch hier irgendwas? Nee. Okay, Leute, dann würde ich mal sagen, machen wir mal hier kurz Stopp. Das machen wir noch. Aha. Der Schurke war auch in Vogels Galerie. Der Tote aus dem Flüchtlingslager war derjenige, der in Wald während der Vogels Galerie eingebrochen ist. Okay. Ach du Scheiße. Haufen Zeug. Okay, ja, da haben wir ja wieder was, ne? Für die Hauptgeschichte. Okay. Dann bis zum nächsten Mal hier bei Sherlock Holmes. Tschüss.